Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of TPC. I am joined with one of my friends, Bruce. We're going to talk about the NFL Week 1 predictions, what are our thoughts, and who we think is going to win this week. Tonight, we got a game, Chiefs-Chargers. This is one of Bruce's rivals in this game. He's a Raiders fan. But, Bruce, what are your thoughts heading in this game for the Chiefs and Chargers? What do you think they got to do?
Honestly, I think the Chiefs will probably come out with the W because they just beat Justin Herbert all the time. Like the last 8 games, they've been behind at some point and come back and score and beat the Chargers. I don't know what they're going to do offensively with Rice being gone, suspended 6 games.
6 games right there.
Probably lean towards more Worthy. And maybe Kelsey have a redemption year. He had a bad year last year. So probably
only 2 touchdowns. Only 2 touchdowns last year.
2 touchdowns? Yeah, I did not know that. But yeah, I think probably lean towards Worthy and Kelsey for the Chiefs. And then the Chargers probably show out Amorion Hampton, their new running backs. Saw he got the starting job.
He did, and they brought back Najee pretty much. And the thing is about the Chargers, heading this game, the Chargers looked like the better team on paper because they had the O-line looked good. It looked really good, and then Slater just gets hurt towards the ACL. He's out for the year. That depletes the Chargers right there. And the thing is, both these teams are coming off a bad loss. The Super Bowl, the Chiefs come out from getting blown out, getting exposed. Patty had his worst game, one of his worst games in the NFL, and then the Chargers had that wildcard game. They were favorite against the Texans in that wildcard game. 3 picks, Justin Herbert. We haven't seen Justin Herbert since that playoff game, and that was our last taste of Justin Herbert. Like, he has to redeem himself into the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. They put him in that label of top 5 quarterbacks. He's not my top 5 quarterback. He's not in that. I say top 10 if anything. Yeah. But I think this game, though, it's in Brazil. It's a neutral site. I believe this game is going to the Chiefs. I do think the Chiefs will win tonight, big time. It's going to be a close game. Don't get me wrong. They're always close games, but I think Patrick Mahomes, he's going for revenge tour. He's going. Bro buzzed his hair pretty much. He cut off the afro. This is the last dance for Travis Kelce too. I think this is a revenge tour for Patty, and he's going to try to say, "I'm still the MVP. I still run this league." Pretty much. That's what I think how it's going to be this year. I know you hate them with a passion as a Raiders fan, so I know you have a different idea.
Yeah, they probably will. They did not go out well last year at all.
Both these teams did not. So
yeah, and the Chargers, I don't even know. They got Ladd, McConkey, Marion,
Trey Hayers too.
You have to see how he is, the rookie from Ole Miss, and then they brought back Keenan Allen.
Man's 33 out there. I don't expect him unless he becomes like Devontae Adams or like Mike Evans. I don't know how he's going to do.
And they lost Joey Bosa in the offseason.
They did. They did bring back Khalil Mack, and they did lose. Asante Samuel too. Their secondary is kind of it's kind of off. Their defense.
What?
Their defense is really depending on Derwin James, I believe.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh has a great defense though. He's really good with his defense, and throughout those Michigan years, he's always had a good defense. Especially last year. The Chargers have one of the top defenses, but it also helped with Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. Now you don't have Joey, but the thing is, Joey's always been hurt, though. I understand that. But I think in this game, though, I do have the Chiefs, though, winning this game. I think it's going to be 30-24 in this game.
30-24. I think it'll be 28-24 Chiefs.
All right. Well, we have our prediction for that. But now let's talk about, Sunday, the 12 o'clock games. It's our first game, first week back in the NFL, week 1.
Exciting.
It's very interesting. We have a good slate of games. We have, I think, a total of 7 games at 12 o'clock.
Damn.
7 games at 12 o'clock. My highlight of the game, my favorite game at the 12 o'clock game, and it's going to be a high-scoring game, is the Bucks-Falcons game. I think that game is going to be the best 12 o'clock game. They're all going to be good, but I think the Bucks-Falcons game is going to be very entertaining because the Bucks got swept last year by Kirk Cousins. We forget that. Kirk Cousins swept this team. Not Michael Penix. Is a whole different outlook. And, I think the Bucks kind of want that revenge. They won the division last year due to, the Falcons choking the division, pretty much. They always choke no matter what, and everything. What are your thoughts heading in this game? Who do you think should get this game for the win?
Honestly, I think the Falcons. I don't know because it depends on the Bucks. It depends because they don't got Godwin, so it
No,
depends
they
on
don't.
it does how
Mike.
the boot. Yeah, and Mecca comes out and how he does, and they don't have their OC no more, Liam Cohen. They got
No.
a new one.
Yep. Went to Jacksonville. We'll talk about that
Yes.
in the video later.
So honestly, I think the Falcons. I think Raheem he needs a bounce back year.
Big
They were
year.
looking good. They were looking good for the first few weeks. I mean, Kirk Cousins actually won a primetime game with them. Like
503 yards. Forget that.
Yeah.
503 yards in the game.
like that was insane. And then he just fell off a cliff. Turnovers. So I think the Falcons are going to come out. They got Drake London.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know on the
They got Bijan. You
Yeah,
got
Bijan,
Bijan. You got
yeah.
Dark Mooney.
Oh,
Kyle
Pitts.
Pitts is this. Pitts. This is the year. Is the stock high in Pitts this year?
No, I
Everybody's
don't believe in Pitts. I've had my stock way too high on him every year. I mean, Penix was saying he's throwing it to him, but I got to see it first. I got to see
I
it
know,
to believe it now.
We got to see how's the Sunday games because both these teams should win the NFC South unless the Panthers somehow come out of nowhere. We'll discuss that later in this video. What I say
Yeah.
with the Panthers, but I mean, I think the Falcons should win this game. They should honestly. They're my favorite to win the NFC South
All
because
the moves on defense this offseason in the draft.
the edge rushers, they focus on the edge rushers. Getting Jalen Walker and James Peace Jr. was a big key for them, and I love those two moves for them. And you still have Terrell at the back end and Jesse Bates also. I
Yeah.
mean, this is still a good defense. And the Bucks, though, they have run this division. They have ran through this division for the
Ever
past
since Brady got there.
since Brady. It's pretty much been owned by the Bucks, and the Falcons. I think they're the closest team to make a statement with that. So
Yeah.
I think the Falcons should win this game. So heading to another game, a game that it should be. Both these teams are playing their former teams. The Steelers Jets. Justin Fields going back to Pittsburgh. Will he make that statement? Saying you should have paid me that money. You should have paid me be your franchise quarterback. You think he's gonna make that statement, or you think A-Rod's gonna say I'm that guy still? I'm still 41. I'm still gonna quarterback in this league.
Honestly, I think both the QBs are probably going to play not that good. A-Rod should have retired after the Achilles. Like, when he tore the Achilles, that should have been it. Like, he had that year with the Jets, but once it tore, it was over for him. Too old. And then Justin, I don't know, man. He's just so
Because
inconsistent.
if it doesn't work out in New York, his career's done.
Yeah, back up for the rest of his career. And I just think the Steelers will come out because it's Jets at Steelers, right? And
Steelers are
Yeah.
at Jets. Yeah.
and the Steelers' defense is just way better than what the Jets will be. I mean, the Jets got some good people. They got Sauce and the Williams brothers, but I just think the Steelers are a more well-rounded team than the Jets right now. They got a
Wait,
better
never mind.
defense.
It's at MetLife. It's at MetLife. I
Oh,
was
it's
wrong.
on MetLife. Okay. I still
So
think
A-Rod
Yeah, A-Rod's going back.
going back. Yeah.
I still think they come out on top. It's the dang Jets. I mean, I don't know if they'll ever really ever be
Damn
good.
Jets.
I don't know if they'll ever be good at football, man. I mean,
They're just cursed, bro. Joe Namath did something, bro. He did something to give him
he
curse.
did, yeah. And like,
I
what were you saying?
I don't know. I think this game, though, I think the Steelers should win this game. I think A-Rod's going to have a clinic game. I think the defense is so good for Pittsburgh, though. TJ Watt, I don't know what's going on with Cameron Hayward right now. I mean, he wants a
Yeah.
better contract. I have no clue what's going on with that. But Jalen Ramsey, Joey Porter, Darius Slay, that is a cornerback tandem right there. I thought the Cowboys secondary was good last night, doing really good against AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
Yeah,
But
for
what
real.
they have, dude, that is straight locks. That is a
Mm-hmm.
defense that should win this, not win the division, but make a push for the playoffs. Because Mike Tomlin's defense is always good, and we forget they still got Patrick Queen and Payne Willis. This defense is still good, and Highsmith also.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, the linebackers are good too. Yeah, it's Queen and Willis or Wilson.
Yeah, Payne Willis.
Yeah, I think that D is just gonna be too much for the Jets for Justin Fields at least.
I
Because Garrett
definitely
Wilson, I think he'll probably might have a good
think.
game.
And that's the thing is that's their only weapon is Garrett Wilson pretty much. And
Besides
unless
Brees Hall, but yeah, Alan Lazard. But I mean, I don't really see him doing too much. He's not really a number two, more of a number three.
That's the thing is, and I look at this Jets team. I mean, you did lose your right guard too, due to a torn bicep a couple days ago. You lose your starting right guard. That's a big loss. I mean, this O line has always been the issue for the Jets. I mean, A-Rod literally tore his Achilles first 3 plays of the game 2 years ago.
Yeah, and they got a rookie that they just
Right
drafted,
tackle,
and then they
right
got
tackle.
the other tackle's only a second year.
Second year, but he didn't even start last year. Really, it was
Yes,
really.
and they drafted him before Brock Bowers. I mean, so
Oh yeah, you're happy about that. You're
But
happy
yeah,
about that.
I don't know what the. I think the Steelers will probably come out. Probably be a low scoring game though. Probably like 13.
I think 13-10,
17-10.
17-10.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
And now going to another game. This game's kind of crazy. It's a bold prediction, but Panthers Jags. Panthers, anytime they play the Jags week 1, they go and win the Super Bowl. If they win this game, they win this. Not win, but they go to the Super Bowl. It happened in 04 or 03 against the Patriots. They lost to the Super Bowl. And in 2015, the MVP season for Cam Newton, they go to the Super Bowl. They lost though. If they win this game and they go to the Super Bowl, I'm just saying, anytime the Panthers play the Jags, they go on to win the Super Bowl. But I think in this game though, it's going to be more of like a see what kind of quarterback, because both these quarterbacks prove it year. I know Bryce Young's still in that rookie contract, but Trevor Lawrence, it is time to prove it. You're getting paid top money like Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. It is time to prove it and win a playoff game again. I mean, you won a playoff game going 9-8, but it was a fallout for the Chargers, choking that. But they have to prove it this year. They have to prove, and especially with a new coach with Leon Cohen, they got to prove it this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, if they finish top 5, top 10 again in the NFL draft, I definitely could see them trying to get a QB this year to take out Trevor.
Take out Trevor, definitely. I mean, it's terrible. I just don't know what's going on with this Trevor. I know he's been hurt for the past couple seasons, but we came in at around when he got drafted, we thought he was the next Luck, John Elway, next generational talent player.
I mean, he was perfect, 6'6". I mean, he only lost 1 or 2 games in college his whole too, yeah. And I mean, won the Natty as a true freshman, beat Alabama, Nick Saban in his prime. I mean, that's not heard of. Nobody does that. But I mean, this is the first year he has really good receivers around him. Brian Thomas coming back. Hunter, we got to see how he does in the league. But I mean, in college he was, Heisman. So I think Trevor, I think he'll be able to do better this year. And Cone, because Liam as the head coach, because he's an offensive guy, so I think he'll be able to open up to him way more. But I think I think the Jags will come out with the win, because Adam Thielen just left the Panthers, and I feel like that's a big miss for them. Only veteran really they had. He really was so good for them last year. He's been really clutch for them. Xavier was a little not so good. They got T-Mac, but he's a rookie.
And they got Rinfo. A lot of people are high on Hunter, dude. Hunter, they say he's going to make a comeback.
He's a good route runner. But they took a loss by Jonathan Brooks getting injured again in the offseason. So
and you got Shuba running that offense again.
I mean, they good, but the 2 backs would have been dirty.
Yeah, because they had that potential of running like a Detroit Lions kind of running back core. You know what I mean? They have that potential. And I think in this game, I do also have the Jags. I have the Jags winning the AFC South this year. I do think they'll win it. That's not. I think I'll discuss more, but I have them winning. I think that they'll outbeat the Texans because roster-wise, I take the Jags. I think if Trevor Lawrence can take that step really much, and I think they'll be good. You forget though, they choked the division a couple years ago. They were 8-2 or 7-3 2 years ago for the division, and they lost 6 games straight because of Trevor Lawrence's injury. And Trevor hasn't had a healthy season, since that second year in the NFL, going 9-8, winning that playoff game. But I mean, I think the Jags should win this game, and if the Panthers do win this game, that means Bryce Young had a really good game, and he's looking good. And this Panthers team is going to shock the world, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't really see it, but maybe one more year. Hey, anything can happen on Sunday.
We'll rapid fire with this real bit. We already know who's going to win this. Cardinals Saints. We think the Cardinals are going to win this game. I mean, the Saints are just
taking for Garrett Nussmeier because the offensive coordinator is his dad. That's what they want.
Yes, tank for Garrett, pretty much. Giants Commanders. I mean, I think the Commanders should easily win this game.
Yeah.
I mean, unless Russell Wilson could just like turn the clock back and just look like MVP him, or that O line actually got better this offseason. That's my point of view. So I think Commanders should win this game. The Bengals Browns game. This game, if the Bengals got to make a statement, 0-2 for the past 3 years of Joe Burrow's career, pretty much. They started 0-2. Last year they started 0-4. They got to win week 1. They got to make a statement to make a push for the playoffs. You can't lose to the Browns week 1 with Joe Flacco at the quarterback. Don't get me wrong, that defense is good, but you can't lose week 1.
Yeah, I think they win that. I mean, they need it. I think Joe Burrow, he had a crazy year last year, and so did Jamar. And I think they miss not going to the playoffs and not being in that AFC Championship conversation. So I think they're coming back for vengeance this year, and I think they're gonna destroy them. Probably, that's what I think.
I believe that too. And this game with your team, the Raiders Patriots, this is a big help. 2 injury reports came out today with Christian. What's his name? Christian Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, Gonzalez. He's out for this game, and Will Campbell might be out. This is a big help. And there's a stat that Pete Carroll has not lost a Week 1 game or start his first game as an NFL coach for a new team ever since he's joined. So how do you feel heading this game for the Raiders?
Right now, off of what I just heard from this morning, really good. Their best player on the field just got taken off as Christian Gonzalez, and then hopefully Will Campbell will be out, but if he's not, that's okay, because I think we're going to do good. We made some amazing moves this offseason. Got Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly as the OC. I think he'll do an amazing job. Again, Ashton Genty the ball, Brock Bowers, hopefully Dante Thornton Jr.
That's the highlight. Everybody's in highlighting him.
6'5", 4'3", 40. Only him and Calvin ever to record those. I hope he should have a breakout year. Jacoby Myers, I don't know why.
Yeah, what's going on with that situation,
bro? Yeah, I don't know why you requested a trade. You're not that good. You're not that good. You didn't have a drop last year, but you're not that good. I think he'll play because there's no reason for him to sit out. He's not that. He doesn't have that much leverage. And then our defense, though, that's the scary part.
You did lose Nate Hobbs this offseason and
Robert Spleen to the Pats. He went to the Pats. I think Trevor Mourning.
Yeah, former TCU player right there.
Yeah, went to the Panthers, I'm pretty sure.
Panthers. Panthers.
And
it was kind of like a trade almost. Like y'all got Jeremy Chin also. This offseason.
At least we did get Chin back. I think I don't really know because Drake May's a good QB, and they got him some offensive weapons. We did draft Darian Porter from Iowa State, kind of like a project cornerback, 6'3", ran a 4.3 40. So, and Pete Carroll was good with cornerbacks. He developed Richard Sherman. He was a 5th-round pick out of Stanford.
And Maxwell too, Brian Maxwell. He developed his corners,
so I think Pete Carroll is going to do a great job with our young defensive backs. I think we come out with the win because Christian got injured and Will's banged up. So hopefully, I think we come out with the win. Probably 2014, 2017.
2014, 2016. I agree with that. I'll also take the Raiders in this game too with the missing of Christian right there. I think that's a big loss for the Patriots. So I'll take the Raiders in this. In another game, the Colts Dolphins. I think we kind of know this. The Colts are just if Dalen Jones can turn it and look like an MVP or like something like that, no clue. But I take the Dolphins in this game. I think you'll win this game in my opinion.
Yeah.
With the 3 o'clock games right now, we got a total of, I think, 4 3 o'clock games. The game I like the most out of this game is the Titans-Broncos game. That is my highlight I'm going to watch a lot is can Cam Moore go on the road in Denver and beat that top 5 defense and prove it, say, I'm here now, I'm here to win, and I'm going to go to win this AFC South. I want to see how he can do it, beating a playoff team.
That'd be crazy if he did that. I don't see it because the Titans' O is just so bad.
But the thing is, their O-line, I honestly think their O-line is the best in the division, in my opinion. You got Kevin Zeitler, you got Dan Moore they signed this offseason, and you got Peter, and you got J.C. Latham, and I don't know who their center is, but their O-line got better. That's my thing is, And Cam Ward, if he's the truth, and if he can have a Jaden Daniels, C.J. Stroud year, the NFL's in a scary spot with him.
Yeah, I don't know, because, I mean, the receiving core is just so lackluster. You got
It is.
Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, and then they did get the rookie from Stanford, Eric.
2 rookies.
Something. He was toasting Travis Hunter in college. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
Toasting him. So I think he'll be good. I just think the Broncos will probably come out with victory. They're just way more well-rounded. Playoff team last year. Only got better really with the addition of Jahade Barron from Texas. Dobbins now.
They had the best offseason in my opinion. I said this.
Yeah, Drake Greenlaw too. Forgot about him.
Evan Ingram, Funga. I mean,
yeah. Like they are looking really good this year.
And in camp, people say Bo Nix looks amazing. He looks better than last year. I mean, Sean Payton looks like a QB whisperer. You know, made Drew Brees' career revamped, and then made Jameis Winston looked really good for a couple seasons before that torn ACL he had in New Orleans. But I'll take the Broncos in this game. It's just on the road, dude. It's so tough to win in that crowd. I mean, you know, as a Raiders fan, you know how tough it is winning in Denver.
Yeah.
So another game heading this, I think Lions-Packers, you know, both these guys, both made the playoffs, but both got lost first round. No Micah this week, I don't believe. He's still trying to understand the lineup. But Detroit, what do we think about this game? Is Detroit really going to make a giant drop from last year? Because going 15-2 and then losing Ben Johnson and then Aaron Glenn. Do you think they make that drop?
So they're definitely not winning 15 games. Definitely not
we
winning
know
15
that.
games. Probably, I still think they get above 10. Their team's just dang too good. Dan Campbell's just way too good of a coach. I mean, he single-handedly turned the damn franchise around. He came in, and they were so bad. I mean, nobody believed in him. And he just straight up turned them around in 3 seasons to a playoff team. And so I just think the players will do everything in their power for Dan. And, I mean, Jameer and Devontae, that's just so nasty.
Yeah, Jameer,
Hutchinson's back.
He is.
He's looking good, too. I mean, they would have won the Super Bowl probably if he was healthy last year.
You forget, they had 16 people on IR on that defense. 16 people.
They were literally just picking people up off the streets every other week. Like, it was ridiculous.
It was bad.
But they did lose their center, Frank.
Frank retired. That was a big loss for them.
He was so good for them.
And that's the big issue with the Lions is because they lost so much of their O-line. It's
Yeah,
like,
Dan
can they run
Skipper.
it? Dan Skipper, well, I mean, he was a backup, but like losing
Yeah,
Frank
true.
though, and you're having 2 rookies, I believe.
Yeah.
2 rookies are going to be starting in that lineup. You know, that's scary.
At least the Packers aren't playing Micah.
Yeah, that's the
that
thing.
would be terrible for them. But I think the Lions will probably still come out on victory just because the Packers lost Alexander, which I know he's injury prone for them, but when he played, he was good.
And they did sign one of y'all's Raiders players, you know, Nate Hobbs. How do you?
He was all right. I mean, he wasn't like insane, but he was the best corner on our team. Probably be like number 2 on their team, maybe number 1. I don't really know who they have at cornerback, but I don't know. They're just receiving core is still iffy on the number 1. They got Golden, but we don't know how he's going to do lining up against number 1 receivers.
I mean, thank God he switched his number. I mean, 22 was
22 was. I understand why he did it, but it was
that's
not
not NFL. No,
yeah, and I just think the Lions defense will just be too much. I mean, Kirby Joseph, Byron Branch, safeties.
And then they signed DJ Reed, the cornerback
from the Jets. Yeah, that's a good pickup. Yeah, he's good.
I expect a big season from Terrell Arnold. I expect a big year from him too.
Yeah, like I think the Lions will come out with the victory week 1 against Packers, but
yes, I do. And then the Texans, Rams. Both these teams lost to the winners of the conference. You know, the Chiefs and then the Eagles. This game, I think the Rams are going to kill the Texans. I think this is going to be a blowout. I think the Texans are going to get pressure. C.J. Stroud is going to get bent down, and yes, it's going to be bad. Jared Verse is going to kill him. Yeah. It's going to be a bloodbath, in my opinion.
Yeah, Verse is nasty. I don't really know. It's scary because there's a new OC this year for the Texans. He's letting C.J. Stroud have
5 new O linemen also.
Yeah, they had to. Last year that O line was just so nasty. I mean, it did not even help him at all. He could have went out there with no O line and maybe did better. Like
Yes.
that was what it was like. But I don't know. It's tough because I don't know. The Texans have just never been fully healthy in these past like year and a half. One of their main players is always injured. This time it's Joe Mixon starting it off injured,
And you
missing
still
four
got
games.
Tank. Still missing
And
Tank too.
Tank is still out. Probably won't be back till like later this season, late season, because of how horrific that injury was.
Yeah.
But um, they did get some nice pickups on defense though with C.J. Gardner Johnson. No, the Rams though they're looking good with Devontae and Puka,
Devontae, Puka. I mean, this Rams team, man, they can
and
make
that
a run.
defense is so young and scary, especially that D line. Mm.
It's just crazy, dude. 2021, they won the Super Bowl, had one of the best rosters, and then next year they look terrible. Super Bowl hangover killed them. Next year, 10-7, almost beat the Lions in the wild card game, but Puka dropped that ball, and then next year after that, win the division. With the Niners getting hurt, and then win a playoff game against the 14-3 Minnesota Vikings, and then almost beating the Philadelphia Eagles. You're 18 yards away from winning that game. I mean, this Rams team just continues and continues to get better and better. Sean McVay just finds a way to build his
Yeah.
rosters.
I mean, nobody has really given them a chance these last couple of years. Everybody has been thinking that they were going to be bad, tank, get rid of Stafford, but they have shown that they ain't going nowhere. They're always going to be in the playoffs. They're always going to be competing no matter what. I mean, Sean McVay just drafts random people and turns them into all-stars out of nowhere. I mean, it's
Puka, prime example. Puka's prime example
BYU.
right there.
I mean, I never even heard of this man coming out of the draft, to be honest with you. Didn't even know he got drafted. And then week
Nope.
one, he has like 15 catches, 100-something yards. And I'm like, oh, that's just a one-week wonder. And then it never stopped.
Never stopped, broke the record for the most receiving yards in the season for a rookie.
Basically had the greatest rookie receiving statistically.
And he didn't win Rookie of the Year. Still crazy
Nope.
with that.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're all QB awards now. All QBs.
Yes, and I mean, it's a QB war pretty much season. So, heading to another game, two division rivals right here, 49ers Seahawks. This game is pretty interesting. The Niners are fully healthy. Minus we'll see CMC, if he's going to play. He's questionable. Seattle, new look. New quarterback, Cooper Kupp, Jackson Smith-Njigba. I mean, it's a whole new look pretty much. And you got D-Law on the defensive side also adding. This game is going to be interesting because can Sam Darnold prove it like a Baker Mayfield was? Like, can he prove it? It's a different kind of Zach thing. How do you feel about this game? Who do you think?
Honestly, I don't think Sam Darnold is a terrible QB, but he's definitely not going to have the year he just had. It's Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell, QB whisperer, offensive genius. I mean, he had Kirk Cousins looking like an MVP until he got injured.
Yes.
For the first 8 weeks, he can turn any QB and just make him look good. I mean, I don't think he's going to have a terrible year like the Jets years, but it's definitely going to be a down year. Definitely don't see him making playoffs, I don't think. I think, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he will be as successful as he was with the Vikings or will ever be that successful again.
I mean, no one has a Jay Jettis. I mean, Jay Jettis and Jordan
Yeah,
Addison.
I mean, that's just one-on-one. I mean, Cooper and I don't really know how I'm going to feel about Cooper because we've only seen him in a Sean McVay type of offense. Because Cooper is not he's not your prototypical receiver. He has, I mean, I'm not saying he has to be schemed to open, but McVay's schemes definitely helped reach his fullest potential. I mean, he had Cooper Kupp have the greatest receiving season of all time, basically. And that's insane. And so I don't really know how Cooper Kupp's even going to look in this offense being just not with Sean McVay.
I mean, they did get a new OC though this year, Clint Kubelik or something like that from the Saints, and then and he was also on the Niners too. This guy can make players really good. I mean, he exposed the Dallas Cowboys in Week 2, made us look like atrocious. I mean, look, Derek Carr was a MVP at one point, but then they fell apart pretty much. But they did get a new OC. I mean, McDonald's a really good defense coordinator. He was a really good coach for the Ravens. I do think the Niners should win this game though, because the Niners look healthy. I think Brock Purdy should make that strive year because you just got paid a bunch of money now, so you should make that strive and be proving that you're an NFL quarterback. You're not a game manager, pretty much. And they're bringing back. I mean, Ricky and him are building that duo. Jennings just got paid. George Kittle's out there.
Waiting for Ayuk to get back.
Yes, that'll be later. I mean, the Niners can find a way and everything like that. I mean, and in your defense, you still got Nick Bosa. You got Mikael Williams from Georgia. You drafted. I mean, this team is still good. I still think the Niners can make the playoffs, but can Brock Purdy, be good? Can Brock Purdy win those important games for them?
Yeah, I think the Seahawks low-key will pull an upset off on this one just because of how many pieces the Niners lost on defense.
Yes.
Ward at cornerback,
Funga.
Greenlaw, and Hargrave at D tackle, I think, left.
Yeah,
too.
that was a big loss. Yeah,
Yes,
Minnesota.
I just don't. And with Ayuk out too, Jennings is not a wide receiver one really, and neither is
Ricky.
Pearsall. Yeah, but I like them both. They're amazing. I mean, they'll be good when Ayuk comes back. But if CMC is how he is right now, or just beat up
Remotely not
already,
the same.
yeah, just not fully healthy, I just don't think they can pull it off.
I can see where you're coming from with that. But let's talk about now the MVP matchup game. The game that everybody's been highlighting pretty much. Ravens, Bills. Who do you got, Bruce, in this game?
Definitely the Ravens.
Ooh, okay.
So, Lamar, revenge. I mean, should have won it back-to-back. Greatest quarterback receiver.
Dak should have won it in 23. I'm just saying.
Lamar statistically had the greatest quarterback season of all time, 40 touchdowns, 4 interceptions with his rushing stats. I mean, that's better than prime Aaron Rodgers touchdown to interception ratio.
It was insane.
And his receiving core is terrible. Receivers, the only one's Zay Flowers. Rashad Bateman and D-Hop, old D-Hop, I mean, they ain't really cutting it. But I think they're going to want revenge because of how last year ended. Should have went to overtime, but
Should have won that game pretty much.
Mark Andrews dropped the dang 2-point conversion, so I think they're going to come back. Derrick Henry too. I mean, because he wants to win a ring. He wants to solidify himself in the top running backs of all time, maybe in that top 5 conversation if he gets a ring this year. Same with Harbaugh. I mean, he just hasn't really won anything since Ray Lewis and Ed Reed left him in 2012. They've been competing, but never have made it over the hump yet, and I think they will. The Bills, they didn't really make too many moves this offseason besides
Joey
Payton.
Bosa.
Yeah.
Joey
Layton
Bosa.
Jackson from the draft and Maxwell Harrison from Kentucky. Those were 2 good pickups for the decent.
Yeah.
And Tre'Davious White signed back.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I feel like we really did not try and go help our number one guy, Josh Allen, with the receivers.
I mean, they got Joshua Palmer and Elijah Moore. I mean,
And you
those
signed
are
Gabe Davis back, but I mean, how are you not going to go try and get your guy a top 15, top 20 receiver in the league?
I mean, they had one though a couple years ago. We forget Stephon Diggs.
But he won. I mean, they did, and they had their window, and they maximized the most out of it. I mean, they should have went to the Super Bowl. They just kept choking. I mean, it's dang Mahomes. It's just like the Brady.
Mahomes. I mean, that curse, dude. If they kick that field goal, dude, they make it. I mean, that couple years ago.
I mean, yeah.
It's just it beats you.
I just think the Bills are probably going to lose. Just the Ravens are too. They just
too good.
Revenge. Literally on paper, probably the best team in the league.
They're the Eagles of the AFC, dude.
Yes, the best backfield in history of the league with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. I mean, I don't know if there's ever been a better duo. I mean, or at least dangerous with their legs, because you gotta guard Lamar on his legs. So, and how this last season ended, they definitely want to start this season off right with a big dub, because they started 0-2 last season too.
They did. Losing to your that was a couple years ago. Raiders.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now let's talk about, I also have the Ravens winning this game also. I think they're going to go on revenge. They also are my Super Bowl. They're my person coming out of the AFC and Super Bowl winners. Yep. I think the Ravens finally do it. I mean, they signed Joe Alexander. That defense is too good. Defense is so good.
Malachi Starks from Georgia, I mean, I don't really know the linebacker.
And Mike Green, and you got Mike Green too. Like, they get best player available. It makes no sense.
They're literally turning into they're turning into Eagles. Like, you just got the best defensive player available, and it's gonna make your defense good. It's gonna make it
easily. And that's how the Ravens been like that for so long. It's best player available. When they didn't even need Kyle Hamilton a couple years ago,
No,
and they took Kyle Hamilton.
And look at him, might be the best safety in the league. I mean, he plays 13 positions, and there's only 11 on the field. I mean, it's insane.
It isn't crazy, but Ravens should win this game. Now, heading to Monday night, NFC North game, both these quarterbacks, rookie, second year, but technically 1 year as a rookie, Vikings Bears. In my opinion, this game, Caleb Williams is going to go off. I think Caleb Williams has a go-off game. I think Caleb Williams is going to have a 3 to 4 touchdowns game, and I think he's going to make a statement, and Ben Johnson and the Bears are going to make a statement saying they are going to win the NFC North. They are going to win the NFC North. I'm going to say it right now. The Chicago Bears are winning the NFC North. I know a bunch of people are going to lose their mind. Ben Johnson is going to make a statement. You cannot have a Duze, DJ Moore, and Luther, with those three receivers, you can't have that.
And Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet, I mean.
Dude, they went out there and get players. The Bears are going to win the NFC North. I believe that. I am stating with that, and I think they can. And it is a bold prediction, but I just think Caleb Williams has to have it. If he does not have it this year, I am worried. I am worried for his projection. I am worried for the future of the Bears. I am just done. Because they have to win. They have a roster that's ready to win. I mean, DeAndre Swift is your other running back who's really good. And in my opinion, they could trade for Breece Hall in a couple weeks if they really want to, if that situation with Breece Hall. But I'm telling you right now, I believe in the Bears. But the Minnesota Vikings, though, it's just – they're so good on paper, dude. It's just this NFC North is so competitive. And it's just – it is so – it's tough because am I high on J.J. McCarthy? I don't know. We'll see how that Monday night game goes. And it just – I don't know, man. And that defense was top 5 last year.
Brian Flores is nasty with the defensive calls. Nasty.
He is. And now, what's your input on this game?
I think the Vikings will come out on top because –
Okay.
So, Kevin O'Connell, like we were talking about earlier, quarterback whisperer, he's insane on offense. I think J.J. McCarthy will have an amazing year. Like, not saying he's going to win MVP or anything, but he's going to have a year like Mahomes did, where he sat behind, waited his time, got the job, and I think the Vikings will look just as good as they did last year when they had 14, 13 wins. I think they'll have probably 12 wins this year. I think they made great moves this offseason. Besides Jordan Addison getting suspended, but
that's the thing is though they brought back Adam Thielen. I know that, and T.J. Hawkinson is back too. I mean that should help a lot too. My thing is my biggest concern is the running back core. Pretty much is
Aaron Jones is a little old.
Does he have explosiveness still? I mean. That's the thing is I'm between the Bears and the Vikings winning this division. I think it's right there with between. Packers are just. I was mixed feelings with the Packers for so long, but I don't. Their window is open still. I think they can win the division next year, but I mean, and the Lions got new coaches now. It's just. I think it's between the Bears and Vikings in my opinion. I mean, this division is so good. It's so good. So, you got Minnesota, I got Bears. We'll see how Monday night goes, but that is everything for week 1, and thank you for joining us today, and like and subscribe, and thank you.